Imagine having a cleaner and shining home in minutes without any expensive or chemical cleaners cluttering your cabinets. The Amish have mastered this art for generations, relying on simple, natural tricks that make cleaning faster, easier, and a lot cheaper. These aren't just old-fashioned methods, they're 15 clever hacks that turn everyday items into powerful tools for a sparkling home in minutes. Vinegar for windows. The Amish have been mixing equal parts white vinegar and water long before commercial window cleaners existed on store shelves. These resourceful families discovered that this simple combination cuts through grime and leaves glass surfaces completely streak-free every single time. While modern households spend $15 to $20 monthly on fancy window sprays loaded with chemicals, Amish communities achieve superior results for less than $2 per gallon of homemade solution. This magical mixture works on far more than just windows throughout the house. Kitchen grease dissolves instantly when you spray this vinegar solution on stovetops, cabinet fronts, or any greasy surface that collects cooking residue. The acetic acid naturally breaks down grease molecules without leaving harmful chemical residues that commercial cleaners often deposit on surfaces where food gets prepared daily. Bathroom mirrors, car windshields, and those stubborn water spots on shower doors disappear with minimal scrubbing effort using this time-tested formula. Some people trust their windows more than their neighbors. At least windows are transparent about what they're hiding. The Amish method requires no special equipment, expensive tools, or complicated techniques that intimidate average homeowners. Simply mix equal parts in any clean spray bottle you have lying around. Apply generously to the dirty surface, and wipe with a lint-free cloth or crumpled newspaper for professional results that rival expensive cleaning services. Many commercial cleaners contain ammonia or other harsh chemicals that can damage certain surfaces over time, especially delicate antique glass or modern coated windows. Vinegar remains gentle enough for daily use on virtually any glass surface without causing scratches, cloudiness, or chemical buildup that gradually reduces transparency. The solution also works wonderfully on computer screens, television displays, and smartphone screens when applied with appropriate care and soft cleaning materials. Scientific studies conducted by cleaning laboratories show that acetic acid effectively kills many common bacteria and viruses on contact, making this solution both a powerful cleaner and mild disinfectant rolled into one convenient product. The Amish unknowingly created an antimicrobial cleaning agent that modern laboratories have only recently validated through expensive research and testing procedures. This dual-purpose solution eliminates the need for separate products cluttering your cleaning supplies, saving both money and valuable storage space while delivering consistent cleaning power that has satisfied generations of meticulous Amish homemakers who demand spotless results. The environmental benefits include zero toxic fumes, complete biodegradability, and elimination of plastic packaging waste from commercial products that often contain more water than active cleaning ingredients. Cornmeal on grease stains. Spilled bacon grease on wooden surfaces creates instant panic in most modern kitchens, but experienced Amish cooks calmly reach for their trusty cornmeal container without breaking stride. The coarse texture of ground corn naturally absorbs oil faster than paper towels, expensive commercial absorbents, or frantic scrubbing that often spreads the mess further across valuable surfaces. This ingenious technique prevents permanent staining on wooden cutting boards, antique tables, and expensive countertops that would otherwise require professional refinishing or complete replacement. Cornmeal works harder than a teenager asked to clean their room, and it complains a lot less too. Within 10 to 15 minutes, the cornmeal visibly darkens as it pulls oil from deep within the wood grain through natural capillary action. The absorption process requires no scrubbing, harsh chemicals, or vigorous rubbing that might damage delicate wood finishes or push grease deeper into porous surfaces. Simply sprinkle a generous amount over the fresh grease spill, let the cornmeal work its natural magic, then sweep or vacuum away the absorbed mess along with the oil it captured. This remarkable method proves equally effective on concrete garage floors, basement surfaces, workshop areas, or anywhere oil spills occur during cooking, automotive work, or machinery maintenance. Professional auto mechanics have quietly adopted this traditional Amish technique because cornmeal costs significantly less than commercial oil-absorbent products while delivering superior results on most surfaces. The natural properties of ground corn make it incredibly absorbent without leaving sticky residues, chemical odors, or harmful byproducts that synthetic products often create during the cleanup process. Different cornmeal textures work better for specific applications, with fine ground meal handling light spills and coarse meal tackling heavy grease situations. Amish families originally developed this practical hack out of sheer necessity, using readily available farm resources rather than traveling long distances to town for expensive specialty products that might not even work as well. The technique works best on fresh spills when oil hasn't had time to penetrate deeply, though older stains often respond surprisingly well with repeated applications and slightly longer absorption times. Modern cleaning experts now specifically recommend cornmeal for oil spill cleanup because it outperforms many commercial degreasers on organic surfaces while remaining completely safe around food preparation areas, children, and pets. Storage is simple since cornmeal keeps indefinitely in sealed containers and serves double duty for cooking when cleaning emergencies don't arise. The only product we'll ever promote on our channel is a book by Claude Davis, a veteran prepper, about 126 superfoods and preservation methods from crisis times like the Great Depression and wartime that are impossible to find elsewhere. We decided to promote his book because we are the last generation able to share these techniques and superfoods to our children or grandchildren. It would be a shame to see this information about highly nutritious foods and preservation methods to survive crises disappear. You can also find a book about herbal remedies from Nicole Apelian on their store. If you're watching this on TV, you can look up our channel, Frugal Solutions, on your phone or tablet and find the books by clicking the link in our channel description or any other video description. Homemade lye soap. Traditional Amish soap making begins each autumn when families render fat from butchered livestock during the busy harvest season. This carefully rendered fat combines with lye made from wood ash to create incredibly powerful all-purpose soap that lasts entire families through long winter months, when store trips become difficult or impossible due to weather conditions. The time-honored process requires careful measurement, precise timing, and generations of accumulated knowledge, but produces cleaning bars stronger and more effective than most expensive commercial detergents available in modern supermarkets. Each massive batch of homemade lye soap serves multiple household purposes with remarkable versatility that puts specialized cleaning products to shame. Laundry washed with this traditional soap emerges cleaner than modern detergents can achieve, while floors scrubbed with dissolved soap bars develop a natural shine that synthetic cleaners cannot replicate despite their bold advertising claims. Even heavily soiled barn tools and farming equipment respond to this soap's incredible grease-cutting power, removing stubborn grime that accumulates during daily farm work. The fascinating chemical reaction between animal fat and lye creates sodium salts that lift dirt and oils more effectively than many modern formulations developed in expensive laboratories by teams of scientists. Amish women traditionally make large batches during cooler autumn months, storing the finished bars in dry cellars where they cure and harden over several weeks. This essential curing process concentrates the cleaning compounds while reducing the soap's initial harshness on skin and delicate fabrics that might be damaged by uncured soap. The bars actually improve with age, becoming milder yet more effective as the chemical processes complete their natural development. Modern soap manufacturers spend millions developing complex formulas that attempt to approximate what Amish families create in simple outdoor kettles using basic ingredients and traditional techniques. The key difference lies in ingredient purity and time-tested methods that commercial mass production cannot replicate economically while maintaining quality standards. Research consistently shows that traditional lye soap biodegrades completely within days of use, unlike synthetic detergents that persist in water systems for months, causing environmental damage that affects wildlife and drinking water quality. This significant environmental advantage explains why many eco-conscious households now actively seek authentic Amish soap recipes and traditional soap-making workshops to learn these valuable skills. Sunshine as a disinfectant. Hanging quilts and rugs outdoors might appear old-fashioned to modern households obsessed with chemical solutions, but Amish families rely on this time-tested practice for excellent scientific reasons that researchers have only recently begun to understand and appreciate. Ultraviolet rays from direct sunlight kill bacteria, viruses, and other harmful microorganisms more effectively than many expensive chemical disinfectants that promise miraculous results. The powerful combination of UV radiation and fresh air circulation eliminates stubborn odors while naturally sanitizing fabrics without introducing potentially harmful chemicals into homes where families spend most of their time. Sunshine disinfects better than most people disinfect their browsing history, and it doesn't judge what it finds. Modern research confirms that UVC radiation destroys the DNA structure of dangerous pathogens, rendering them completely unable to reproduce or cause infections in healthy individuals. Hospitals now invest thousands in UV sterilization equipment that attempts to mimic what the Amish have practiced for generations using free natural sunlight available to everyone. Fresh mountain or countryside air provides additional benefits through natural ozone exposure, which further breaks down odor-causing compounds trapped deep within fabric fibers over months of indoor use. This natural process refreshes bedding, heavy curtains, and thick textiles without chemical fragrances, fabric softeners, or artificial scents that can trigger allergies or respiratory issues in sensitive individuals, children, or elderly family members who react poorly to synthetic compounds. The timing matters significantly for achieving maximum effectiveness from this natural disinfection method. Amish families typically hang items during peak sun hours between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. when UV radiation reaches optimal intensity for pathogen destruction. Even winter sunshine provides substantial disinfecting benefits, though the process takes longer in colder months when sunlight intensity decreases. This proven method works particularly well for items that cannot withstand harsh chemical treatments or high-temperature washing cycles that might damage delicate fabrics, antique textiles, or items with special construction that requires gentle care to preserve their integrity and appearance. Scientific studies measuring bacterial counts before and after controlled sun exposure consistently show reduction rates exceeding 99% for most common household pathogens, including E. coli, staphylococcus, and various mold spores. This natural disinfection method costs absolutely nothing, produces no toxic byproducts, and leaves fabric smelling genuinely fresh rather than artificially scented with synthetic fragrances. Baking soda scrub. Every well-organized Amish pantry contains multiple boxes of baking soda strategically positioned for instant access during daily cleaning tasks throughout the sprawling farmhouse. This simple white powder transforms into an incredibly effective abrasive cleaner when mixed with small amounts of water to form a thick, workable paste that tackles tough cleaning challenges. The mild alkalinity cuts through stubborn grease, while the fine crystals provide gentle scrubbing action that removes stuck-on food and persistent stains without damaging expensive surfaces. Baking soda cleans everything except bad attitudes, though it might help with some sour personalities. Kitchen sinks respond particularly well to baking soda treatment, especially stainless steel models that develop unsightly water spots and soap scum buildup over time. The paste removes these blemishes without scratching expensive surfaces like harsh commercial cleansers often do, leaving behind microscopic scratches that gradually dull the finish and create hiding places for bacteria. Enamel cookware, delicate ceramic dishes, and even fragile glassware emerge spotless after gentle scrubbing with this natural abrasive that works without causing damage. Beyond scrubbing applications, dry baking soda serves as an excellent deodorizer throughout Amish homes, where large families generate significant cooking odors and everyday smells. Open boxes placed strategically in cupboards, root cellars, and cold storage areas absorb unwanted odors for months before requiring replacement with fresh boxes. This dual functionality makes baking soda incredibly cost-effective compared to specialized cleaning and deodorizing products that serve only single purposes while costing significantly more per application. The chemical composition of sodium bicarbonate naturally neutralizes both acidic and basic compounds that cause most household odors and stubborn stains. This neutralizing action explains why baking soda works effectively on such diverse cleaning challenges, from greasy stovetops and oven interiors to musty basements and pet odors that seem impossible to eliminate. Unlike harsh commercial cleaners that merely mask odors with overpowering fragrances, baking soda actually eliminates the source compounds causing the problem. Research conducted by independent cleaning industry laboratories consistently ranks baking soda among the most versatile household cleaners available anywhere. Its impressive safety profile allows confident use around food preparation areas, curious children, and sensitive pets without health concerns that accompany many synthetic cleaning products loaded with warnings and precautions. Whitewash for walls. Mixing lime, water, and salt creates a natural wall coating that Amish families apply annually to barn interiors and cellar walls with remarkable results that last throughout harsh seasons. This traditional whitewash formula brightens dark underground spaces while providing natural disinfection properties that prevent dangerous mold and bacterial growth in damp environments where moisture creates perfect conditions for harmful organisms. The alkaline nature of lime kills harmful microorganisms on contact, creating healthier indoor environments without expensive chemical treatments or professional applications that cost hundreds of dollars for similar coverage areas. Application requires only basic tools that most households already possess somewhere in their garage or storage areas. A wide brush or cloth applicator spreads the mixture evenly across wall surfaces, creating a clean white finish that reflects available light and makes cramped spaces appear larger and more welcoming. The coating dries quickly and develops increased durability as it cures over several days following proper application techniques. Hot water works faster than gossip in a small town, and it's usually more accurate about removing stains. Cost comparisons reveal dramatic savings compared to commercial paints and specialized antimicrobial wall treatments marketed for similar purposes. A single batch of whitewash ingredients costs less than $5, but covers the same wall area as expensive specialty paints costing $50 or more. This remarkable economy makes whitewash particularly attractive for large spaces like basements, garages, workshops, or outbuildings where appearance matters less than cleanliness and protection from moisture damage. The disinfecting properties of lime whitewash have been documented in medical literature for centuries before modern chemistry existed. Hospitals once relied heavily on lime-based wall treatments to reduce infection rates before modern antiseptics became available to medical professionals. Recent studies confirm that properly applied whitewash continues killing bacteria and viruses for months after initial application, providing long-term protection that single-use cleaners cannot match. Environmental benefits include complete biodegradability, absence of volatile organic compounds that many modern paints release into indoor air for weeks or months after application, and elimination of plastic packaging waste associated with commercial products. The ingredients remain safe around food storage areas, children, and animals without special ventilation requirements or protective equipment during application. Boiling water trick. Hot water poured directly over fresh stains possesses remarkable cleaning power that busy Amish kitchens have utilized successfully for generations of large families, creating constant messes. The high temperature immediately begins breaking down proteins, oils, and other substances before they can permanently bond with fabric fibers or penetrate surface materials where removal becomes increasingly difficult. This immediate action often completely eliminates the need for expensive soap, aggressive scrubbing, or commercial stain removers that promise miraculous results but frequently disappoint when tested on real household accidents and spills that happen during daily life. Temperature plays a crucial role in stain removal effectiveness that determines success or failure. Water heated to 180 to 212 degrees Fahrenheit provides optimal cleaning power without damaging most fabrics or surfaces when applied correctly. Sand scrubs pots cleaner than some people scrub their search history, and it doesn't leave any digital footprints. Amish households keep large kettles ready for immediate response to spills and accidents throughout busy days. The technique works exceptionally well on protein-based stains like blood, egg, or spilled milk that become increasingly difficult to remove as they cool and chemically set into fabric fibers. Fresh berry stains, wine spills, and similar organic matter respond dramatically to immediate hot water treatment, often disappearing completely without additional cleaning agents or repeated treatments. Enamelware and ceramic dishes benefit tremendously from boiling water rinses that remove stubborn food residues and eliminate odor-causing bacteria that multiply rapidly in food particles left on seemingly clean dishes. This method proves particularly effective for items used in food preservation and canning, where complete sanitation ensures food safety during long-term storage periods. Scientific research supports the traditional Amish practice by demonstrating that water temperature above 160 degrees Fahrenheit kills most harmful bacteria and viruses within seconds of contact. This natural sterilization eliminates the need for chemical sanitizers in many household applications, reducing family exposure to potentially harmful synthetic compounds while achieving superior cleanliness results. The technique requires no special equipment beyond what most kitchens already contain, making it accessible to any household regardless of budget constraints or access to commercial cleaning supplies that may be unavailable during emergencies or in remote locations where shopping trips require significant time and effort. Sand for scouring pots. Clean stream sand provides natural abrasive power that experienced Amish cooks prefer over commercial products for cleaning valuable cast iron skillets and heavy kettles that represent significant household investments. The fine particles remove burned-on food and stubborn grease buildup without damaging the precious seasoning layer that makes cast iron cookware naturally non-stick after years of careful maintenance. This gentle scouring action preserves the valuable patina that develops over decades of proper cast iron care, something that cannot be quickly replaced if damaged by harsh modern cleaners. Commercial steel wool and aggressive synthetic abrasives often strip away this protective seasoning, requiring time-consuming re-seasoning processes to restore the cookware's superior performance characteristics. Clean River sand contains no harsh chemicals or synthetic materials that might react with iron surfaces or contaminate food prepared in treated pans later. The technique requires minimal water and absolutely no soap when applied correctly, using traditional methods passed down through generations. Lemons brighten metals better than compliments brighten someone's day. And they work on stubborn stains too. Simply pour a small amount of sand into the cookware, add just enough water to create a workable paste, then scrub with a cloth or natural brush. The sand particles lift away stubborn residues while the water carries away loosened debris and dissolved grease without leaving scratchy residues that synthetic cleaners sometimes deposit on cooking surfaces. Different sand types provide varying degrees of abrasiveness for different cleaning challenges and cookware materials requiring specific care. Fine sand works wonderfully for delicate surfaces and light cleaning tasks, while coarser sand tackles heavily soiled cookware that requires more aggressive treatment to remove burnt food and accumulated grease. Amish families often maintain supplies of different sand grades collected from various sources for specific household cleaning applications. Modern camping enthusiasts have rediscovered this traditional cleaning method for outdoor cooking situations, where commercial cleaners are not available, impractical, unavailable, or environmentally inappropriate for wilderness areas. The technique works equally well for aluminum cookware, though care must be taken to avoid scratching softer metals with overly coarse sand particles. Proper sand selection involves choosing clean, mineral sand free from organic matter, salt contamination, or sharp fragments that might damage cookware surfaces during the cleaning process, ensuring optimal results without unintended consequences. Lemon for rust and stains. Fresh lemons cut in half serve as powerful natural rust removers and metal polishes throughout hardworking Amish households where tools and cookware see constant daily use. The citric acid naturally dissolves rust formations while brightening tarnished brass, copper, and stainless steel surfaces that lose their luster over time. Kitchen knives, cooking pots, and sink fixtures respond particularly well to lemon treatment, developing renewed shine with minimal scrubbing effort. The technique works through natural chelation, where citric acid binds to metal ions that cause discoloration and corrosion problems. This chemical process occurs naturally without harsh synthetic acids that can damage metal surfaces or pose health risks during regular household use around food preparation areas. Cloth rags last longer than most people's New Year resolutions, and they actually get used more than twice. Beyond rust removal, lemons excel at eliminating mineral deposits and water stains that accumulate on faucets, shower heads, and glass surfaces throughout homes with hard water problems that plague many rural areas. The natural acids dissolve calcium and lime buildup more gently than commercial cleaners while leaving a fresh, clean scent instead of overwhelming chemical odors that linger for hours after cleaning sessions. Amish families often save lemon peels and rinds after using the fruit for cooking, canning, or preservation projects around the kitchen. These leftover scraps retain sufficient acid content for effective cleaning applications, extending the utility of each expensive lemon beyond its primary culinary purpose and reducing household waste. Soaking lemon peels in white vinegar for several days creates an enhanced cleaning solution that combines citric acid with acetic acid for even greater stain-fighting power. This infused vinegar tackles challenging cleaning problems while maintaining the natural, non-toxic approach that Amish households prefer for family safety and environmental responsibility. The technique works particularly well on copper cookware, brass hardware, and stainless steel appliances that develop water spots and fingerprints during normal use. Different citrus fruits provide varying acid concentrations, with lemons offering optimal cleaning power, while limes work well for lighter applications. And oranges provide gentler treatment for delicate surfaces that require careful handling to prevent damage during the cleaning process. Old rags. Over paper towels. Worn-out clothing and linens find valuable new life as cleaning rags in resourceful Amish households that prioritize waste reduction and practical economy over convenience products that create unnecessary expenses. Cotton shirts, towels, and bed sheets torn into appropriately sized pieces provide superior cleaning performance compared to disposable paper products that often fall apart when wet. These durable fabric rags absorb significantly more liquid, withstand greater scrubbing pressure, and can be laundered repeatedly for extended use that saves money over months and years. Bran catches dust better than politicians catch votes, and it's honest about what it picks up. The economic advantages become substantial over time for families managing large households and extensive cleaning responsibilities throughout sprawling farmhouses. A single cotton shirt converted to cleaning rags provides months of reliable service equivalent to dozens of expensive rolls of paper towels, representing significant cost savings that accumulate throughout the year and free up money for other family necessities. Different fabric types serve specific cleaning purposes based on their unique characteristics and material properties. Terry cloth towels excel at absorbing major spills and drying surfaces efficiently, while smooth cotton fabrics work better for dusting furniture and polishing applications that require lint-free results. Flannel materials provide exceptionally gentle cleaning action suitable for delicate surfaces that require careful handling to prevent scratching or damage. Proper care extends the useful life of cleaning rags significantly beyond what most people expect from recycled materials. Regular laundering in hot water with appropriate detergent removes accumulated dirt and sanitizes the fabric for continued safe use around food preparation areas and throughout the house. Separate washing loads for heavily soiled rags prevent contamination of regular laundry items and ensure thorough cleaning. Environmental benefits include dramatic reduction in landfill waste from disposable products and decreased demand for paper manufacturing processes that consume significant natural resources and create pollution. Studies indicate that households using reusable cleaning cloths reduce their paper product consumption by up to 75% annually while maintaining equivalent or superior cleaning standards throughout their homes. Bran and straw for floors. Resourceful Amish families scatter wheat bran lightly across wooden floors before sweeping to trap fine dust particles that regular brooms often miss or simply push around without actually removing. The bran acts like thousands of tiny magnets, collecting dust, pet hair, and small debris into manageable piles that sweep up easily with handmade straw brooms crafted from farm materials. This ingenious technique achieves cleaning results comparable to expensive modern vacuum cleaners without requiring electricity, costly maintenance, or replacement parts that break down after limited use. Salt protects colors better than sunglasses protect dignity at the beach, and it works even when the sun goes down. Homemade brooms crafted from carefully bundled straw provide superior performance on wooden surfaces compared to synthetic bristle brooms that can scratch delicate finishes. The natural flexibility of straw allows thorough cleaning in tight corners and narrow crevices while remaining gentle enough for daily use on valuable hardwood floors that represent significant household investments requiring careful maintenance to preserve their beauty and value. The Bran technique works particularly well in homes with multiple pets or during seasons when outdoor activities track additional dirt, mud, and debris indoors on boots and clothing. The organic material poses absolutely no health risks to children or animals who might come into contact with treated surfaces, unlike some commercial floor treatments that require ventilation. Different grain types provide varying effectiveness for specific cleaning challenges and floor conditions. Wheat bran offers optimal dust-catching properties for normal household cleaning, while oat bran works better for slightly damp conditions that might cause wheat bran to clump together and become less effective. Rice bran provides excellent results, but costs more in regions where rice production is limited and transportation adds to the expense. Modern cleaning experts now recognize this traditional technique as highly effective for maintaining antique floors and historically significant buildings where preservation of original materials takes precedence over modern convenience. The method requires no harsh chemicals that might damage century-old wood finishes or contribute to indoor air quality problems that affect family health, making it ideal for households with respiratory sensitivities or chemical allergies. Salt to brighten colors. Adding 2 tablespoons of salt per gallon of wash water helps preserve fabric colors that would otherwise fade with repeated washing cycles and exposure to harsh detergents. Experienced Amish quilters discovered this technique when creating colorful bedding and clothing that needed to maintain vibrant appearance despite frequent laundering required by large families and active lifestyles. The salt creates a protective barrier around dye molecules, preventing them from washing out during the mechanical agitation and chemical exposure that occurs during normal washing processes. Fresh herbs smell better than most people's cooking attempts, and they don't set off the smoke alarm. The scientific principle involves ionic bonding between salt minerals and fabric dyes that strengthens the connection between color compounds and fiber materials. This enhanced bonding resists the mechanical action and chemical effects that typically cause gradual color loss during repeated washing processes that eventually leave once vibrant fabrics looking faded and worn. Different fabric types respond to varying degrees to salt treatment, with natural fibers showing the most dramatic improvement in color retention. Cotton, wool, and linen fabrics benefit most from salt washing, while synthetic materials may show minimal color retention improvement depending on the type of dyes used during manufacturing. The technique works best with natural dyes and traditional coloring methods, though modern synthetic dyes also respond positively to salt treatment under proper conditions. Water temperature affects salt effectiveness significantly and determines the success of the treatment. Cool to lukewarm water allows optimal salt dissolution and dye protection, while excessively hot water can actually accelerate color loss despite salt presence. Amish families typically use water temperatures between 80 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit for best results. Fabric care experts recommend this traditional method for valuable textiles, vintage clothing, and handmade items where color preservation justifies the additional effort required during the washing process. Commercial color-safe detergents attempt to replicate this natural process using synthetic chemicals, but rarely achieve the same level of protection that simple salt provides. The technique proves particularly valuable for items that cannot be replaced easily, such as family heirlooms, handmade quilts, or expensive garments where fading would significantly reduce their value and sentimental importance. Herbs for fresh air. Bundles of fresh mint, lavender, or other aromatic herbs hung strategically throughout Amish homes provide natural air freshening without synthetic fragrances or chemical sprays that can trigger allergies and respiratory problems. These carefully arranged herb bundles release pleasant scents gradually over weeks or months while maintaining their potency far longer than artificial air fresheners that require frequent, expensive replacement. The natural oils and herbs neutralize odors rather than simply masking them with stronger artificial scents that often clash with cooking smells and create unpleasant combinations. Wood ash polishes silver better than most people polish their LinkedIn profiles, and it produces actual results. Different herbs serve specific purposes based on their unique aromatic properties and seasonal availability from garden harvests. Mint varieties excel at eliminating cooking odors and creating invigorating atmospheres in work areas where families spend significant time, while lavender promotes relaxation and helps maintain calm environments in sleeping areas where rest and recovery are priorities. Rosemary, thyme, and sage provide subtle fragrances with natural antimicrobial properties that contribute to healthier indoor air quality by reducing harmful bacteria and mold spores that accumulate in closed spaces during winter months when ventilation decreases. The dual-purpose nature of herb bundles adds significant value to this traditional practice beyond simple air freshening. After serving as natural air fresheners for several months, the dried herbs can be harvested for culinary use, medicinal teas, or craft projects that extend their utility throughout the household. This extended usefulness maximizes the return on garden space and labor invested in herb cultivation while providing multiple benefits from single plants. Proper harvesting and drying techniques ensure optimal fragrance release and longevity that makes this method more economical than commercial alternatives. Amish families typically cut herbs during mid-morning hours after dew has evaporated, but before afternoon heat diminishes essential oil concentrations that provide the aromatic properties. Bundling stems together with natural twine allows proper air circulation while maintaining structural integrity during the drying process. Scientific research confirms that certain plant compounds found in common herbs possess natural air-purifying qualities that remove harmful volatile organic compounds from indoor environments, providing health benefits beyond simple odor control. Ashes as a polish. Wood ashes mixed with small amounts of water create an effective polishing paste that thrifty Amish households use on silverware, brass fixtures, and cloudy glassware that has lost its original sparkle. The fine alkaline particles provide gentle, abrasive action, while beneficial chemical compounds in ash help dissolve tarnish and mineral deposits that dull metal surfaces over time. This traditional technique restores original luster to valuable items without expensive commercial polishes that often contain harsh chemicals and leave residues that attract dirt and require frequent reapplication for maintained results. The type of wood burned significantly affects the polishing effectiveness of resulting ash and determines optimal applications. Hardwoods like oak, maple, and hickory produce ash with optimal mineral content for metal polishing applications, while softwood ash works better for glass cleaning projects that require different chemical properties. Amish families often maintain separate ash supplies from different wood types for various specialized household cleaning purposes throughout the year. Safety considerations require careful handling of ash materials and proper ventilation during polishing activities to prevent respiratory irritation. Ash particles can irritate sensitive respiratory systems if inhaled in significant quantities, making outdoor application preferable when weather permits safe working conditions. Eye protection and hand covering prevent irritation from alkaline compounds that give ash its effective cleaning power but can cause discomfort on sensitive skin during extended use. The technique requires patience and proper application methods for optimal results without damage to valuable items. Creating the correct paste consistency involves gradually adding water to ash until the mixture resembles thick cream that spreads easily but doesn't run off vertical surfaces. Too much water reduces cleaning effectiveness, while insufficient moisture creates scratchy paste that may damage delicate surfaces requiring gentle treatment. Historical records indicate that this polishing method was widely used before commercial metal polishes became available, proving its effectiveness through centuries of practical application by households that demanded sparkling results. Modern antique restoration specialists still recommend ash polishing for valuable items where gentle treatment preserves historical integrity while achieving professional quality results that maintain authenticity. Hot iron and brown paper. Pressing a hot iron over brown paper placed on grease stains provides effective stain removal that experienced Amish homemakers have relied upon for generations of family laundry challenges. The controlled heat draws oil upward from fabric fibers into the absorbent paper, often eliminating stubborn stains completely before items reach the wash tub for regular cleaning. This technique works particularly well on older stains that have set into fabric but haven't yet become permanently embedded in the fibers where removal becomes nearly impossible. The temperature setting matters significantly for safe and effective stain removal without damaging delicate fabrics or creating additional problems. Medium heat provides sufficient warmth to mobilize grease without scorching delicate fabrics or creating additional staining from overheated oils that can permanently discolor clothing. Different fabric types require carefully adjusted temperatures, with heavy cotton tolerating higher heat than silk or synthetic materials that may melt under excessive temperature exposure. Paper selection affects absorption, effectiveness, and safety during the ironing process that determines success or failure. Brown paper bags provide excellent absorption without waxy coatings that might transfer to fabric surfaces and create new staining problems. Parchment paper works well for delicate fabrics, while craft paper handles heavy-duty grease removal from work clothing and kitchen linens. Multiple paper changes during treatment ensure continuous absorption as each sheet becomes saturated with extracted oils and loses effectiveness. The process continues until fresh paper remains clean after ironing, indicating complete grease removal from the fabric fibers and successful stain elimination. Some particularly stubborn stains require several treatment sessions for complete elimination, especially older stains that have had time to penetrate deeply into fabric structure. Modern dry cleaning processes utilize similar heat and absorption principles but employ chemical solvents instead of natural oil migration that occurs with this traditional method. Research demonstrates that this traditional approach achieves comparable results for many common household stains while avoiding exposure to potentially harmful cleaning chemicals that professional processes require for similar effectiveness, making it safer for home use around families. The Amish prove that a spotless home doesn't need chemicals or endless effort. With just a few simple tricks, they keep everything fresh, shining, and welcoming day after day. Try even a handful of these hacks, and you'll see how fast cleaning can be, without the stress or the price tag.